is there. Lordship.
What is the urgency?
Lordship, what happened? We are running a B.Ed college. The circle officer by a letter dated sees all the bank accounts and passing direction that we should not proceed with the replacement of the principal.
Circular officer on what capacity?
Lordship, that is the we are challenging that, and we also approach the deputy commissioner also.
Yes, Mr. Avid.
Please, Your Lordship, my lord, I would like to mention this. I filed an IA in respect of those graduate teacher and postgraduate teacher selection, my lord. So, on 3rd April, my lord, this may come, my lord. Otherwise, this will become infractious. 4th. Okay. And my lord, another 2 provincialization matters that my salary is stopped from 2020.
Immediately after view vacation. Immediately after. Not at least you know very well these 2 weeks.
So this is 4th, my lord. 4th.
Yes, madam.
My lord, I beg to mention for listing 2 cases, my lord. One is contempt, my lord.
After view vacation. Is there any urgency?
For the
Don't make it on 3, 4, 5, because even today we are under compulsion. We are sitting because there are many things we are doing here. The backside. That's the reason. If it is not that very urgent, we can make it immediately after
one
reopening.
is for area salary, my lord.
We'll have it on 19th. Could reopen on 19th. We'll have it on 19th. Okay. Yes, Mr. Das.
Lordship, I am praying for listing of an interlocutory application for modification. What happened in this case, your Lordship on the very first day has interfered with my in-charge principalship on the basis of that my BA degree is not valid, on the basis of a government communication. That government communication was put to silence in 2019 itself, and there is a stay order operating in that case, Lordship. There is suppression of material facts by the petitioner, Lordship. So, Lordship, and the consequential order is yet to be passed in terms of your Lordship's order, Lordship.
3rd.
Lordship, item 4, my lord, may be taken up on 10th, my lord.
Don't make it on 10th after vacation. Yes, after vacation. Make it after vacation. Yes.
I was a file for withdrawal, Lordship, for individual of the
3rd.
Lordship, I beg to mention for listing, Lordship.
What is the urgency?
Urgency, Lordship, it's a case relating to the SMDC president, Lordship. It was pending since September 22, Lordship.
After vacation.
Before vacation on any date, Lordship, next week.
You make it 19, 20, any day you give, no problem.
10 or 11 April, Lordship, before vacation.
Those are the urgent matters, you know. Very urgent.
Also urgent in nature, Lordship.
No, SMDC chalega.
Clear is our just
after view.
Wait, please, your Lordship.
Give any date after view vacation.
Please, your Lordship. Lordship, I'm praying for withdrawal of 6 matters. The matter may kindly be posted on 3rd, your Lordship.
4th.
Item number 23, my lord. The mention is of 2 folks, my lord. The first, Mr. Mohanta, he has his uncle's 10th day religious function today. He appears for the petitioner and I for the private respondent. And my lord, second is, my lord, my IA for vacation of the stay order, that is not listed, my lord. So let it come up some other day, my lord, along with the IA.
28.
My IA civil number 445.
Give the mention memo along with the IA. Listen 20 along with the. Do you have the IA number?
Yes. IA civil number 445/23.
All right.
May I please, your Lordship, my lord? Item number 18, my lord. There is an urgency, my lord, because my lord, the admission is, my lord, stalled by the government, my lord, in the pharmacy college. After motion, my lord, if it is taken, my lord, very urgent in nature.
Before rising.
Obliged.
Be here, but inform the other side.
Obliged.
Fix a time before rising. By 1 o'clock we'll take.
Obliged.
Well, it is very unfair to mention, my lord. Just on 28th, I mentioned a matter, my lord. List this matter today, my lord. And yesterday, my lord, the counsel for the petitioner, he informed he will be in Nagaon district court, my lord. So he is not supposed to assist his senior, my lord. But I oppose that, my lord, and it was without my consent, my lord. There is a mention slip with consent of the higher education, my lord. It's a case of the selection of the principal, my lord. Last, my lord, from August, my lord, there is only notice of motion is issued, my lord. There is no stay, my lord.
3rd Monday.
Third, I am not here, my lord. Fifth, my lord.
Fifth, how can we have? You have should know what is happening.
Yes, I know.
Then
My lord,
fifth is not
but
possible.
Then,
Then
my
we
lord,
come back on
then,
10th.
my lord, immediately, my lord,
On 10th, we can
10th.
think about.
10th, my lord.
Don't make a mention and
Yes,
know what is
I
happening.
understand. 10, my lord. 10th of
Okay.
item number 14, 15, 16.
10th. Okay.
May I please your lordship?
Yes.
Lordship, prayer for listening to contempt matters, lordship. Last three emergency is there, lordship.
After BU. Not now.
Lordship, kindly
Contempt.
before vacation.
Anyway, official will not do anything. You want something in proper manner, do it after BU.
Obliged.
Something has to be positive, right?
May I please your lordship? I beg to mention to listing for withdrawal, lordship. Two more, lordship.
Fourth.
May I please?
Our office people are also running here and there. You don't know what is happening inside.
May I please, Lordship? I beg to mention item number 7, Lordship.
Yes, ma'am.
Due to personal difficulties, my senior could not appear, Lordship. Kindly fix it immediate after vacation, due vacation.
In the week commencing from 19th.
Wait. Item number 26 and 27. This one I have requested the learned senior counsel member. I have intimated her.
Yes, we're taking up those matters as fast as before motion. Madam Bhuya and Madam Burman. The court needs your assistance. Madam Gayan will now probably will give you a recording, CCTV footage, probably. I don't know whether she has or not. You go through it and also go through the findings arrived at by the authorities of Sainik School, Golpara. Go through this particular piece
CD
of your own in a place. It matters with the life of students.
Yes, ma'am.
Of course, in the finding, they have submitted on record. There are numbers of students involved, but here before the court, there are only 2 students. One is in class 8 or 9. The
One is
9.
in 8 and one is in 10.
The incident happened when the girl student was of class 6 and the boy was in class 9, I think so. First, you go through the video footage, what they have, and then thereafter you go to the records. Okay. While you go to the video footage, who is assisting you?
Well,
I want a female lawyer
No,
from the side of the petitioner. From the side of if you rely upon them, there is no issue.
I have full trust.
Fine.
In
Then
learned counsel,
you'll
I have
be
full
both
trust.
of you will act as a court officers, and then in presence of her, you go through it and detain it.
Retain the CD? Yes,
Then we'll decide.
lordship.
But when you will have it, you just only 3
My lord,
and nobody else,
lordship,
right?
my lord.
Take it from her, along with her, you look into it, and whatever you are supposed to say in the
My lord.
court, give it by Monday,
Yes.
right?
Today we'll go through the CD.
Right. Give it
Yes.
to us in this court
And
on
we'll
Monday.
retain the CD, my lord.
You retain the
Yes,
CD.
yes.
Okay?
My lord.
Because you have to see first, then submit the report,
Yes,
then the court will verify,
lordship,
right?
my lord.
First you see it.
Yes,
We are not passing the record now.
yes,
We'll give it to you on Monday after seeing your report.
yes. We'll give it in
Or you
writing,
can
my
go through the
lord.
record, no problem.
I will
You
give
can go through the record in camera in the chamber,
Yes,
and then you can keep that record in the chamber itself.
yes.
Okay?
Yes, the CD, I'll keep it there.
CD, you can keep it, but you
Yeah.
verify it.
Yes,
So you verify and keep it. And with the record, you can go through it after viewing it and
yes,
keep it in the chamber. That's all.
yes. And
Everything
my
should be in
lord, can we
camera.
provide copies of the
repetition I will
repetition
give.
and whatever
I'll give
documents he
to-
has?
At this stage, not required.
Not required. Yes, my lord.
Only just see, and because You
Yes,
should not
madam.
know what is happening inside,
Yes, yes,
right?
yes,
So be fresh and sheet and let us
yes,
know.
yes.
We don't know the consequences. That is why I'm saying both ways, both ways. But very surprisingly, we do not like to place because the matter relates to two minors. We do not to make it public. But certain things, everything will not go like that. Okay, we'll see.
My lord, whether the matter is listed on Monday, my
Yes, it will be
Monday,
listed.
Monday.
You have to know. No, let them submit the report by third. It will be difficult to submit your report by third.
No,
They
we
don't
can,
have,
we can.
I am not available on that, that's why.
You will not be available
I
on
am not
third.
available Monday, my lord. Third.
Monday you will not be available.
Yes, ma'am.
On fourth,
Fourth, ma'am.
We'll submit it in writing, whatever we have. Nothing has to be given.
nothing has to.
Yes, yes, I'll just submit it.
We'll have it in camera.
Yes, madam.
Before submitting your report,
Yes, ma'am.
we'll be asking you something.
Yes, madam.
We'll have it in camera
My lord.
and then we'll see. At that
Okay.
point of time, Mr. Burwa will also be there.
My
Mr. Burwa, just how they will identify the petitioners?
Yes.
I'll give photographs to the learned senior counsel of the students, both the students.
Bus,
I'll give.
that much. Go through it. Ms. Bhuya and Ms. Burman, this has a life of two students.
Yes, madam. Okay.
In the meantime, let.
What, to me?
Continue.
My lord, they may continue study. They may continue studies in the meantime. Interim order may.
Whenever you are free.
My lord.
Because it's a CD nowadays, you don't have a CD players.
Yes, my
So
lord.
we don't know whether you'll be able to play somewhere or not. We'll see wherever is possible. But it should be in camera. Only between three.
We treat.
All right.
We'll have it on fourth.
Fourth.
Likhi to aapne. Miss Bornali Bhuya, London Senior Counsel. And Miss Maghali Gorman. Wanted as amicus for the court. They serve. They along with the counsel for the respondent. Ms. A. Bayan. So I'll go through the CCTV footage. Thereafter, sir, submit a report. But that before submitting the report, we'll have it in camera. Thereafter, it's list on. Okay.
But interim may continue.
That don't worry.
Lordship, with your lordship's permission, because we are not carrying our laptops today, can we have it? Oh, yeah. Hobo, hobo. Oh, ঠিক আছে. Lordship,
Yes, yes, please
no,
submit.
we are not
say-
carrying our laptops today, so by tomorrow we'll do the needful, whatever is to be done.
But in camera.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Obliged.
Obliged. Deeply obliged. So this matter is about compassionate appointment. You will find the SLC on page number 23, Lordship, relevant person. That my application was rejected due to the late submission. That my father died on 27/2009
I made an application for compassionate appointment in 2010 to 2009. So there is no question of late submission. In fact, Lordship, I have a Lordship, may peruse page 15 also. It is the DLC recommendation. My name is there. In the remarks column, it says that the case prior to the 23rd/8/2010. That is my application was submitted prior to the 23rd/10/2010. Lordship, the Annexure C is the order passed by this honorable court. When matter was not considered by the DLC, then I had approached to this honorable court, and honorable court directed the authority to consider my case. It was the order passed on 1910, sorry, on 6/8/2010. This order also revealed that late submission, there is no question of late submission. The application was submitted within the time frame.
Mr. Ajit Majumdar and counsel for the petitioner. Do you have the copy of the writ petition of 476/2022? The earlier writ petition? Do you have a copy?
I can produce, right now it is.
Right now it is not with you. List on Monday, along with the records of WPC number 476/2022. Disposed of on 19/10/2020.
Yes.
Report to Olaido. Yes, sir. Do you have
Yes,
the
sir.
instruction?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of?
My lord, ad hoc committee is running, my lord. Ad hoc committee has been constituted because two group has fight each other.
Now, ad hoc committee by whom? Who are there in the ad hoc committee?
That is session, my lord.
Half-baked instructions, what will happen? See, because the regular SMC of the school could not have been possible, maybe because of this ad hoc committee. Somebody may be taking advantage of that. Hmm? That's query which should have been made. If there is an ad hoc committee, who are the members in the ad hoc committee? It's almost a year now, there is no SMC. You should obtain those instructions.
Yes, my lord. Today morning I
That should have
received
come in the
SMS.
past itself. Now again, continue time. No representation on behalf of the petitioner. It is simple. Even in last occasion, I on 24/03/2023, there was no representation on behalf of the petitioner. Matter pertains to constitution of the SMC, School Management Committee of Dokhin Kalar Chor Azademi Madrasa. In the Vilaspur Education Block of District Urbi. Pursuant to the order dated 06/01/2023, Mr. G. Peru, the Standing Council Department of School Education submitted that presently the said madrasa is managed by an ad hoc management committee. Full stop. Petitions then dismissed for non-prosecution.
Public. Non-compliance for order dated 22/7/2022. Last occasion, my lord, the issue has come up that this honorable court has insisting for any proof of submission of the order, my lord. I stated I filed an affidavit. I subsequently submitted the same to registered post on 21/2022.
Mr. Sisti, with regard to that provincialization of music teachers, these are pending before the Honorable Division Bench.
Yes, Your Honor.
Matter pertains to non-compliance of the order dated 26/07/2022. Passed in WPC number 5544/2021. Whereby the service of the petitioner, a music teacher of Ramoni Mohan High School in the district of Kachar, was directed to be considered for provincialization by the Director of Secondary Education Assam. Heard Mr. A.K. Datta, counsel for the petitioner, and Mr. SMTCST, standing counsel, Department of Schools, the Director of Secondary Education for the response. During the deliberation of the matter, it is brought to the notice of the court that the issue relating to provincialization of music thesis under the provisions of amended into is presently pending before the division bench of this court. In view of the above, the petitioner, through her counsel, shall make a mention of this matter after the disposal of matters pending before disposal of the matters relating to the music teachers, provincialization of music teachers in secondary school pending before the honorable. God bless you. Yes, Mr. Chaudhary.
My lord, this case is regarding regularization of service of the petitioner, your lordship.
Regularization.
My lord.
Lordship, school was provincialized in the year 1977, Lordship. One document is provided by authority, Lordship. Service. Serial number 22 and 23 is the LP school. Last portion, which is amalgamated with high school, Corpita High School, Lordship. Initial creation of post is the main provincialization date, 1977. So he has applied after, he was appointed after provincialization. So his service cannot be.
But high school, your lordship, high school was provincialized later on, 87, your lordship. I was appointed in the year 1986, your lordship. High school was amalgamated with the high school, your lordship. Subsequently, as the school is same compound, situated in the same compound.
Just a minute, we have to look, Mr. Chaudhary.
Right.
Please come to page number 24. Kindly read it. Mr. Mandal, those matters are coming up at 2 o'clock. Kindly read very slowly.
In vernacular.
Yes, yes.
My lord.
You can read.
My lord, my lord.
Very good. I can understand.
Oh, I
Just
know, my
read.
lord. 575 নম্বৰ গৰ্ভিতৰ মুক্তা প্ৰাথমিক বিদ্যালয়ৰ ল'ৰা ছোৱালীৰ সংখ্যা যথেষ্ট পৰিমাণে বৃদ্ধি হোৱাত নলবাৰী জিলাৰ মধ্য বাক্সা মৌজাৰ গড়ভিতৰ গাঁৱৰ মহম্মদ তমিজুদ্দিন আহমেদ উক্ত বিদ্যালয়ত তৃতীয় শিক্ষকৰ পদৰ বাবে অবৈতনিকভাৱে 9
It's not no, it's hard. 7.
7/12/86 তাৰিখৰ পৰা পদত নিযুক্তি দিয়া হ'ল। The translation version, Your Lordship, 23, page 23.
That's why we went to the original one instead of
My
going
lord.
for this translate version. So, and there's no idea. Mobile to net nahi. Manish तो मैंने पहले तो ये अपनी पढ़ी है लेकिन मैं पढ़ी नहीं क्या नहीं हूँ What is that judgment? Appointment by the governing body in a provincialized college, in LP school. Have you remember?
Judgment.
Mr. Das, SK Das. What is that judgment? Appointment made by the governing body. Thank you. Sorry to be. Abdul Bari division bench has been set for us. Abdul Bari the division.
This is 2004 GLR. 2 GLR. 2004 2 GLR.
No, it is there in the GLT.
GLT is also there. 2004 2 GLR.
Page number 420.
511 or something like that. Some 11 was there something.
420.
No, nothing.
The judgment of 29/9/2003.
Total three GLT 544 Jahangir.
5 doubles. Not 2003. Is it 2003? 2004. 4, I think.
3 GLT. 3 GLT. Page 544.
Oh, it's a judgment of 29/9.
It's not 2004.
No, it's a judgment of 29/9/2003.
Here, in my 2003 3 GLT is written. 3 GLT.
Over.
Page 544. And Abdul Bari is 1999.
No, that's Abdul Bari was followed that way. Taking it to 5 doubles.
2003 3 GLT page 544. Para 15, 16.
Heard Mr. Adam Chaudhary, counsel appearing for the petitioner. And Mr. G. Pegu, London Standing Council, Department of School Education for the respondent numbers 103 as well as MS RB Bora, Standing Council BTC for the respondent numbers 4 to 7. It is contended by the petitioner. Since the number of enrollment of students, please take your seats. At 575 number Gaur Vitor Moktab Lower Primary School. Increased to a large extent. Therefore, the president of the managing committee of said primary school on 25/01/1986 appointed the petitioner as a third assistant teacher of said LP school, said Muktab LP school, on honorary basis with effect from 07/02/1986. The said appointment of the petitioner issued by the said appointment of the petitioner in terms of the president of the managing committee of the said Muktab LP school was considered, and the was approved by the managing committee of the said Mukta LP School in its meeting held on 02/06/1988. Petitioner also contended when the sub-inspector of schools, Boroma Education Block, during his visit and inspection, found the petitioner, inspection only, 1604, found the petitioner serving in the said Mukta LP School and that the Deputy Commissioner of Schools, Nalbari, on 29/02/1996 wrote to the Director of Education, BTC, for creation of an additional post in the said Mukta LP School under BTC area of district Baksa to accommodate the petitioner in the said school as is found working honorarily since 1986. Said Gorvitor LP School, Mukta LP School, along with Gorvitor ME School, under the Shiksha Khetra scheme, a scheme for amalgamation of merger of schools pursuant to the office memorandum dated 22/09/2016, were amalgamated with Gorvitor High School pursuant to the order of the state government, the Secondary Education Department dated 24/08/2017. The headmaster of said Gorvitor High School, Kamalika Dhamdhama, on 05/10/2020 issued a certificate that the petitioner is serving as an assistant teacher in said 575 number Gorvitor Mukta Lower Primary School on honorary basis, where the said LP school has now been amalgamated with Gorvitor High School. Though the petitioner to the headmaster of Gorvitor the headmaster of Corporator High School, submitted representation before the Deputy Inspector of Schools, Baksa District Circle, Musalpur, as well as the Inspector of Schools, Baksa District Circle, Musalpur, on Inspector of Schools target. And Deputy Inspector to Musalpur. On 15/10/2020 and 27/10/2020 respectively, stating that as he is serving the said Gorbital Mukta LP School since February 1986 on honorary basis, and since on the retirement of the headmaster Sri Hitesh Sharma of number 57 Gorbital Mukta National Field vacant, the authorities should consider regularization of his service in the said vacant post. In that regard, the Inspector of Schools, Baksa District Circle, Musalpur, wrote to the Director of Education BTC for provincialization of his service. The petition has also placed before the court that the School Management and Development Committee of Gorbital Amalgamated High School on 18/01/2021 resolved for regularization of service of the petitioner pursuant to such recommendation of the Inspector of Schools, the date 27/10/2020, the Director of Education BTC on 03/12/2021 with a detailed report wrote to the Secretary of Education Department, Secretary Komalika Education Department, BTC Kukrazar, regarding appointment and regularization of service of the petitioner. With an observation that the service of the petitioner serving in such and such school as an honorary teacher cannot be regularized against the vacant sanction post under any rules. Pursuant to the said communication of the Director of BTC Kufrajar, the Secretary BTC Secretary Education Department BTC. Kokrajar on 25/02/2022 directed the Director of Education BTC to dispose of the representation of the petitioner by speaking order. Accordingly, in view of the above, the Director of Education BTC by the impugn speaking order dated 15/03/2022 on the number DE/BTC /APPWT-257/PT capital Roman 1/2017/795 rejected the claim of the petitioner for regularization of his service as an assistant teacher in number 575 Gorbitur Mukta Lower Primary School, which had already been amalgamated with Gorbitur High School, as the director found that the managing committee of said Gorbitur Mukta LP School illegally appointed the petitioner, and accordingly cancelled his appointment from the date of his initial appointment. Pursuant to the same, the being aggrieved, the petitioner has preferred this writ petition. The court, by an order dated 10/03/2023, directed the Standing Council BTC to apprise the court as to when the respondents in the BTC to apprise the court as to when said Gorbitur Mukta Lower Primary School 575 number 575, Niz Dhamdhama, in the erstwhile district of Nalbari, presently under Buxar district, was provincialized. By placing a copy of the order of amalgamation of said such and such high school with Gorbitur High School, Ms. Bora, Standing Council BTC, apprised the court that said such and such Mukta Elementary School was provincialized here in 1977, as can under the provisions of some elementary education in bracket provincialization rules 1977. Under the provisions of Assam Education Provincialization Bracket Act 1974 and the Assam Education 1977. As the post creation numbers reflects the those to it post was sanctioned in the year 1977 itself. Further, the impugn order dated the impugn communication of the Director of Education BTC dated 15 dated 03/12/2021 as well as 15/03/2022 of the Director of Education Judicial also reflects that during the time of appointment of the petitioner by the President of the Managing Committee of such and such Muktabari School, it was a provincialized lower primary school. This court, in the case of Jahangir Alam versus Rangam and others versus State of Assam and others, reported in 2003 within bracket 3GLD 544. Have held that the relevant rules, namely April 1977 rules, as well as of 1982 rules, specifically provides for appointment of assistant teacher in a lower primary school, in a provincialized lower primary school in the state, by following the procedure of a direct recruitment after advertisement and selection, following the provisions of Article 14 and 16 of the Constitution of India. And that that after provincialization of such lower primary schools, after provincialization of any such schools, honorary teacher appointed by the managing committees of provincialized schools cannot be regularized, since the statutory provincialization rules, namely such and such, doesn't empower the managing committee to appoint any such teacher in a provincialized school. As such, even if it is assumed a person have rendered a long period of service by way of such appointment issued by the managing committee of the school in violation of the statutory recruitment rules in force, his or her service cannot be regularized, since the incumbent appointed in such manner doesn't have any regular legal right for regularization. Considering the above, the law laid down by the Honorable Court in the case of such and such, and as it is found that the petitioner was appointed by the President of the Managing Committee on such and such date after the school was provincialized in the year 1977 under the provisions of 1977 Act and 74 Act and 77 rules. No petitioner has rendered his service in such and such as an assistant teacher of such and such, which has now been amalgamated with such and such, cannot be considered for regularization, as the appointment of the petitioner is found to be illegal, being made in violation of the provisions of Article 14 and 16 of Constitution without any advertisement and selection in a provincialized school. Considering the above, the communication of the Director of Education, BTC, under number DE oblique BTC oblique A -257 oblique PT1 oblique 2017 oblique 751 dated 03/12/2021, as well as the influence speaking order, such and such for idea. Doesn't call for any interference. According to this petition, being the word of merit stands dismissed.
Just now, director has sent one letter in this case.
In 1977.
Yes.
Copy of the such and such, as well as a copy of the communication of the Director of Education, BTC, dated 29/03/2023, be kept as a part of the.
Take your blessings.
Okay, then finance department was that.
Where is Saliha?
They are placed to communication, my lord, sir. You help. This is a communication that was forwarded by the Treasury Officer to the Additional Secretary, Secondary Education, my lord. Yes, sir.
No, Mr. Saliha, what we want to know, there is a financial rule which will prescribe who is the authority to provide such non-royal certificate.
Yes,
on
sir.
numbers of occasions that are the cases listed before us.
Yes, sir.
Whether it is pension amount or for other deposits or ADR payment, it is seen that always it is on the banking offender, treasury officer. But
yes, sir.
Normally it is has to be the drawing and dispersing officer who will be having that power.
Yes, sir.
To forward it, that it is the concerned
Lordship.
incumbent hasn't drawn that particular
Yes, sir.
amount during this period, because he is the drawing and disbursing officer.
Yes, Lordship.
So what is the financial rule in this
Lordship,
regard we want to know?
this Lordship, now here, the case of the petitioner, he was suspended. Now he's asking that the
Area
salary for,
because
so
he was
area
registered
salary.
in service with all backwards.
So Lordship, for area salary, the parent department has their own budget, my lords. Here I have also, and
No, what
similar
the
case.
financial rule says. We want to know what is the provision under the financial rules of the state regarding payment of arrears salary.
Lordship, here in 2015 also, there was a notification where it said all the area salaries will be met by the parent department. They already have a budget of their own, my lords, and similarly,
No,
Lordship,
we are not on that. You
Yes,
can
sir.
understand. Unless there is a budget provision towards
Yes,
the
sir.
payment of arrears salary, that amount will not come.
Yes, Lordship.
But what is the procedure? We want to know the procedure, because once we make it clear in a particular order,
Yes, Lordship.
that will be easier for other departments to follow. That's why we want to know.
That procedure, Lordship.
There is a procedure, everything like this, what the treasury officer is required. And with regard to the area amount, there is a financial rule.
Lordship.
That you let us know.
Lordship, that authority has also been given to the parent department. So every.
What he is required to do. Now tomorrow, let us assume if area bill has been made by the DDO.
Yes, Lordship.
And it was forwarded.
Yes, Lordship.
It was forwarded to through the department.
Accountant
concerned
General.
to the- Not to the accountant general.
Lordship,
First of all, it must have the approval of the finance department.
No, Lordship. For area salary, we have, that is what I was saying, my lords. 2015, we had issued a notification where it said approval of the finance department is not required anymore for the area salaries, because that budget is available to the parent department on its own. So there, no approval is required, my lords. Here, my lords, I'm just placing another, this is similarly situated person, my lords. It has been forwarded by the secondary education department to the accountant general, and that same copy has been forwarded to the treasury officer, who can just disburse the amount on the basis of such a similar letter, my lords.
Now just tell us one thing, Mr. Salia.
No,
You are saying making of budget provision. Right? Whether any other department, without the approval of the finance department, can make any.
All
budget
the
provision.
departments are, my lords, all the departments are functioning that way for area salary, my lords. I am limiting my submission to area salary. Approval of the finance department is not required because that budget is already available to them, and they just need to produce the sanction letters, and they need to forward it. And I just provided a copy of that letter, my lords. We have been disbursing area salary like this only, my lords. They have not asked for any approval from the finance department. It is not required, my lords, because then it will take time.
It may so happen.
No, sure.
Normally, you will see that videos now proceed.
No, sure.
In the last week, third week of the month, puts in the salary bills.
No, sure.
Online salary
Yes,
bills
sir.
in the videos, as you know.
No, sure.
And thereafter, it goes to the treasury office, and it is
Released.
accordingly sanctioned. And then only all the accounts go. If it is a 5-week months, then it is in the 4th week it goes.
No, sure.
Not in the 3rd week. Normally, it is always in the 3rd week.
Yes, sir.
But if a particular month contains 5 weeks, starting from the 1st of the date,
No, sure.
then it will be in the 4th. A person, normally what happens? The concerned authority, what we have seen, is suspended after a period of 15-20 days,
No, sure.
saying that he has been arrested in this case and he was in custody for more than 48 hours, he has been suspended.
No, sure.
That suspension order may come in the next month.
No, sure.
And the person, the incumbent concerned, might have been arrested in the previous month.
Yes, no, sure.
The drawing and disbursing officer will necessarily prepare the bill
Lordship.
and will put in there.
Lordship.
So the incumbent who has been arrested and retained in custody for more than 48 hours, who has been suspended later, after 15, 20, 30, 50,
Yes,
whatever it is, right? Giving in a retrospective effect from the date of his arrest. He will be getting his salary for those 2 to 3 months. Unless he is suspended, the DDO has to make his bill.
Yes, Lordship. Then suspension period, subsistence allowance.
Right.
Yes.
So later, when a person is reinstated in service, saying that the period of his suspension is regularized and should be continued as in service.
Yes, Lordship.
And now, the amount of regular salary this incumbent that he has received, because his date of suspension is from the date of arrest.
Yes, Lordship.
But that order of suspension was issued 2 months, 30 days, 50 days later, whatever.
Yes, ma'am.
So previously for the previous month or other few days, the incumbent would receive his salary.
Lordship.
So who will authorize it? The drawing and disbursing officer.
Yes, sir.
In collusion with the concerned incumbent who was suspended.
Yes, ma'am.
May said, okay, since the finance department is not looking it after and the treasury officer has no role to play.
Yes, ma'am.
Another bill will be prepared.
Yes, my lord.
Right?
Yes.
He will be paid the salary for the previous month.
Yes, ma'am.
Because his suspension was from that particular date when
Yes,
he was
ma'am.
arrested. So who will look into it?
The
Where is the provision?
Lordship,
No check and balance.
Lordship, because the entire record is with the DDO.
No, that is why we are telling him who will look into it.
The
It is the treasury officer only liable to know this was the salary against these persons have been issued or payment made.
Lordship.
Right? This is the bill
Yes, Lordship.
submitted by the DDO and this amount has been released.
Yes, Lordship.
Right?
Lordship.
So that will include the salary of the person who has been suspended.
Yes, Lordship.
Suspended from a particular date, but the order it was issued by the concerned officer, definitely in a later date,
Yes, Lordship.
then he will be drawing salary on 2 occasions.
No, Lordship. For that, then the
Who will be
DDO.
the authority?
It will be the.
How will you know? How will the finance department will come to know that this incumbent has drawn his salary twice for the same month?
So that will be the lookout from the.
That is the procedure. There is a procedure that is the financial rule specifies.
Lordship.
That's what we want to know. You
Okay.
got it?
Yes, Lordship, I
The
can-
number of occasions you will see. The date of suspension from the date of his arrest.
Yes.
But the order issued, the suspension order is issued after 60 days, after 70 days.
Lordship.
Then what will happen? He'll be drawing his salary for 2-3 months.
Lordship.
Extra.
Yes, Lordship.
How will you check it?
That has to be, Lordship.
You now got it?
Yes, Lordship.
Talk to your commissioner and let us know
Lordship.
after BU vacation. There has to be some check and balance.
Yes, Lordship.
Now here by this letter, Treasury officer said there is no record with us.
Yes, Lordship.
Necessarily when the DDO submits the bill,
Yes, Lordship.
now everything is online.
Yes,
So
Lordship.
he submits the bill, Treasury officer, this just release it.
There is
Then-
no way for the treasury officer to counter check because there's so many
Exactly.
bills.
Exactly. So whatever the DDO bill is submitted by the DDO,
Yes, Lordship.
it goes sanction.
Yes, Lordship. So, Lordship. And-
Now got
Yes.
it?
Yes, Lordship.
Yes. You have to tell us that there is a financial rule in that regard.
Yes, Lordship.
Lord, immediately after the vacation.
Mr. Kaliha, we'll have it on 27th.
Lordship.
And tell us. 27 enabling Mr. H. Aliya, Standing Council Finance to place the relevant instruction. On the lesser respondents to the Finance Department shall apprise the court about the procedure for payment of arrears salary to a person who has been reinstated in service after being under suspension.
Lordship, may I kindly come to page 41, Lordship.
Just এইটো বৰুৱা কালি যে কেছটো দিছিলে সেইটো দেওমৰলৈ আছিলে ইয়াতে আছিলে কিবা এখন বাহিৰতে চাৰ্টিফিকেট ডিলিট কৰিছে
That is by head.
Lordship, may I kindly see page 41 also.
Yes, want to show the admission fee.
Admission of Shamolima Bora, session 2014-15, roll number is 76. Then your Lordship, may I kindly come to page
Where is
40.
the session?
Regular private
Ah.
session 2014-15. Then your Lordship, may I kindly come to page 49. This is in respect of Bonali Soike.
This is in 28th of July. Which year? 2014.
14 session because
Same batch, same session, and the roll number is also 75 and 76. Page 49 is in respect of Bornali Soikia also. And same dispute arose with regard to holding the charge of in-charge principal. Then Lordship Director of Secondary Education has passed the Annexer 15, page 50 order Lordship. Lordship may kindly see page 51, the relevant portion. Findings of the hearing Lordship. Page 50, last line. On verification of available records stated above, the following facts have been found. Srimati Bornali Soikia Kakoti, subject teacher of Padmaram Sharma High Secondary School under Jorhat district, acquired BA degree from Deomonoi BEd College, Deomonoi district, Darang, in the year 2015. At the same time, she was also attending normal classes in the Padmaram Sharma High Secondary School under Jorhat district. And Srimati Bornali Soikia Kakoti could not produce NOC issued by the competent authority for acquiring BEd course. On the other hand, Rule 13 of the Assam Civil Service Conduct Rules 1965 prescribes that no government servant while in government service shall join or attend any educational institution for the purpose of preparing himself or shall appear at an examination of a recognized board or university without obtaining previous permission from the appointing authority. Sri Bornali Soikia Kakoti, PGT of Padmaram Sharma High Secondary School District Jorhat, could not establish how she attended regular classes at Deomonoi BEd College, Deomonoi, and the Doran district from Jorhat, which is about 350 kilometer distance. No leave was taken for acquiring BEd course. Final examination of BEd was held in the month of August. 80% attendance in BEd classes is mandatory in regular BEd course. Accordingly, the way of obtaining BEd degree by Srimati Bornali Soikia Kakoti, subject teacher of Padmaram Sharma High Secondary School under Jorhat district from Deomonoi BEd College, Deomonoi district, Darang, is found irregular. On the above facts and circumstances, obtaining a BEd degree by Srimati Bornali Soikia Kakoti, subject teacher of Padmaram Sharma High Secondary School under Jorhat district, was not found proper, and as such, her prayer was not considered for holding the charge of principal in charge of the same school. Now, Lordship, in that case, Lordship, the distance was 350. In our case, Lordship, the distance is, this is from Jorhat, Lordship, distance is 369. 271 kilometers, 6 hours 40 minutes road journey from NS 715, and while it is 369 kilometers and 8 hours 9 minute road journey via NS 27 and NS 715. I have also annexed the Google map in this respect. So I am also similarly placed with the case of Bornali Soikia Kakoti, and in that respect, your Lordship has already pleased to dispose of the same case.
Mr. Raskedas, conciliatory for the petition, and Mr. SMT60, standing counsel, Department of School Education, for the respondent.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1 to 5. Alam is not here.
Lordship,
You have some.
in this
Yes,
case,
in a
Lordship,
positive, his name is-
another NCT council took.
His name is there. Some Hussein, I think so.
এই বড়ভূঞা আসলে কিবা।
No, some Borguia.
No.
Moinul Haq. No.
No, Monroe is our staff.
NH Borguia.
Yes, NS.
On the last occasion, Lordship, he appeared, Lordship, NCT council.
NH Borguia. I don't know who appeared because the details is not there. Mr. Das, learned counsel for the petitioner. Place before the court a copy of the order of the Director of Secondary Education Assam, with regard to one Srimati Bornali Soikia Kakoti, subject teacher of Padmaram Sharma Higher Secondary School District Jorhat, pertaining to placing with regard to the issue of in-charge principal of the said school, said higher secondary school, in which the BSc Assam after obtaining necessary information from the Inspector of Schools, Jorhat District Circle, Jorhat, came to the conclusion that said Bornali Soikia Kakuti did not obtain prior approval from the competent authority for pursuing her B.Ed course from Deo Mornoi B.Ed College, District Dorong. In the year, though she obtained B.Ed degree from said such and such college in 2015, as it was found at the same time she was also attending the normal classes in the said Padmaram Sharma HS School at Jorhat. The DSC Assam also found that that said Bonali Saikya Kakoti could not place any no objection certificate issued by the competent authority for acquiring our B.Ed degree from said Deomorno such and such, and that Rule 13 of the Assam Civil Services within bracket conduct bracket close rules 1965 stipulates that no government servant while in government service shall join or attend any educational institution for the purpose of preparing himself for or shall appear at an examination of a recognized board or university without obtaining previous permission from the appointing authority. DSC in his said finding dated 15/07/2022 with regard to said Bonali Saikya also came to the conclusion, also found that said Srimati Saikya Kakoti could not place anything as to how she attended regular classes at Deomornoi B.Ed College, Deomornoi, District Dorong, which is about 350 kilometers away from Jorhat. And that 80% of attendance in B.Ed classes is mandatory in regular B.Ed course, considering the fact that the Patrick said Sharma Kakoti passed her B.Ed degree in 2015 in the month of August. For all that, the DSC Assam on 15/07/2022 came to the finding that the B.Ed degree obtained by Said Srimati Bonali Soika Kakoti, subject teacher of Padmaram Sharma Higher Secondary School of Jorhat District from Deomornoi B.Ed College, Deomornoi District Durham, is irregular and as her B.Ed degree has been found not proper, therefore her prayer to hold a charge of principal in charge of said Padmaram Sharma Higher Secondary School, District Jorhat, cannot be considered. Taking a clue from the same, said decision of the Director of Secondary Education Assam, the petitioner submitted that with regard to the post of principal in Malwali Higher Secondary School, Jorhat, presently and the holding of respondent number 7 is same as that of said Purasurma Kakuti variety. To that extent, the petitioner has placed the receipt copy of payment of admission fee by the respondent number 7 in Deomornoi B.Ed College, Deomornoi District, Dorong on 28/07/2014 for the session 2014 for B.Ed for the B.Ed course of for B.Ed course the year 2014-15 with roll number 76, as well as the RTI information and as well as the information received through RTI from the principal in charge of Malwali High Secondary School that the respondent number 7 did not obtain any such leave to attend B.Ed class at Deomornoi, nor she was sent on deputation for her B.Ed course. Placing those materials, the petitioner submitted that since the B.Ed degree of the petitioner of the respondent number 7 as that of Bonali Sharma Kakuti. Soikia. Bonali Sharma Kakuti. Bonali Soikia Kakuti has been held by the Deputy Director of Secondary Education Assam on 15/7/2022. Is also not proper and irregular, for which the said respondent number 7 cannot be considered for the post of principal in
Malwali High Secondary School.
Malau Ali Higher Secondary School, Jorhat. Do you know who was Malau Ali?
Malau Ali.
Sometimes people stick, it's a Malau Ali means that Ali means road. It's not that he's a person.
Person.
Find out who he is.
Malwali Ali is a person.
The prominent person in Jorhat and what was his contribution? Find out.
Malau Ali to separate Niki. Malau Ali.
Issue notice returnable by as Mr. Satsan says, no formal notice need to be issued. Petitioner shall request the Satsan for it. Petitioner shall take steps for service of notice on the respondent number 7 by register procedural, provided it's correct and provided. And also take dusty because you're serving the same school.
Yes.
You're also serving in Malawali, I think so. Are you not serving in Malawali?
I am serving.
As the petitioner is serving Malawali, it's a school, Dorhat, as that of the respondent number 7. Is also allowed to take steps on the respondent number 7 by personal justifying about it. Considering the petition is coming that the name of the respondent number 7 submitted that the order of appointment of respondent number 7 as the regular principal of Malawali Higher Secondary School issued by the Director of Secondary Education Assam earlier on. Where is that order?
2517.
We have annexed that page.
That was put to challenge in WBC.
That's right. Where is that order?
Yes. Page 34 also.
Issued on 02/05/2017. So be set aside in cost. And as her name was there in the second position in the panel of selected candidate for the regular principal, the state level selection board should consider her case. All right.
Lord, we set aside this order.
No. How can you say
No.
this? That matter is petty. I allow
Yeah, I am for it.
Lordship, at one stage, your 15 to 2000, that hearing report, Lordship has said depository. It is by the director secondary.
Not deputy director, director secondary, DSC you have said.
DSC.
Not DHC, DSC. Yes, Mr. Nair.
And Lordship, the other case, Lordship, that.
May I please? Malad, this is with regard to an order passed by the Education Tribunal. Malad, I may take my lot through the facts. Malad, the respondent number 4 was an employee of the school. Malad. We placed her under suspension. That my lord would find it at page 24 on 2/1/2021 under the provisions of the Non-Management School Act. Malad. Thereafter, my lord, we drew up proceedings against her at page 25/33/2021. My lord, there were in total 8 charges. Now, my lord would come to page 42. That is the list of documents, my lord, detailed list of documents which we have given, my lord. 42 and 43. Now, she, on receipt of this, my lord, at page 45, asked us for inspection. She wanted copies. That letter, my lord, would find at page 45. I would like to inspect the documents listed on page 18 and 19. Also have a copy of the same to answer. I'm ready to pay the cost. Now, what we did, my lord, we said, page 46, that we are not giving you copies, but you may physically come to inspect the documents and take pencil note of the same. You may come to the office on 13/4/21 between so and so at the school office. Accordingly, she came, my lord. She inspected and thereafter she filed her reply, detailed reply. My lord, we were not satisfied. We proceeded with the inquiry. Then, my lord, the first day of the inquiry, my lord would say, after giving notices at page 50, my lord, the proceedings of the inquiry, my lord, 1, 2, 3, 4th line in the middle, my lord. On 11/6/2021, on the WhatsApp of so and so chairman, a message was sent by the respondent number 4, that is Ruth Joan, page 50, my lord. Joan, stating that she will not be participating in the department posting. My lord, in spite of this, we kept her in the loop. The whole proceedings were being communicated to her. The inquiry report was given to her. Finally, when she did not respond, my lord, to any of this, my lord, at page 59, after waiting for a long period of time, we, my lord, dismissed her from service. Now, against the suspension order, she had gone before the tribunal. And my lord, after the dismissal order, that appeal petition was amended, and the dismissal order was also essayed. Now, my lord, at page 61, she files a petition, my lord, before the Education Tribunal. This petition was filed, my lord, on 2/9/2021. If my lord can have that page 61. My lord, here in the prayer portion, my lord, she prays for a number of documents, my lord, including original. My lord, will see the humble appellant therefore praise your honor to kind enough to direct the respondent to submit all connected records as suspension and dismissal of the petition, including original registers, minute book, correspondence, representation received from the inquiry proceeding, magazine of the school, resolution in connection with the therewith, and as specifically in the schedule. And she made two schedules, my lord, 62 and 63. The learned tribunal, my lord, considered the matter and while order dated 15/11/21, my lord, 65, page 65. The third paragraph, my lord, so far as direction to the respondent produce documents as mentioned in the schedule to the so and so is concerned, I am opinion that the appellant has not tendered any cogent explanation as to why such documents pertaining to year so and so are required, when prima facie it is will be of no aid to the appellant vis-a-vis his allegation of suspension and dismissal. No explanation is forthcoming as to why such whole documents sought to be called for are necessary for the purpose of this appeal, without which adjudication of SCL is not filled, and accordingly it was rejected. But my lord, nonetheless, call for the original records pertaining to suspension and dismissal of the appellant from the concerned respondents.
Page 68 of notice of the page 68. The notice to what ahead and this 125. It is should not like
Now, my lord, that was rejected at page, my lord, 65. But the original records of the Department proceedings was directed to be produced, that we are ready to, my lord. Now, what she does, my lord, page 66, she files a further petition after around 6-7 months. This was filed on, my lord, 25/4/2022, my lord. And herein also the same prayer is repeated, in spite of that cancellation. Now, my lord, after pendency of the matter for a long time, at page 67, the learned tribunal, without, my lord, even going into the earlier order, which has attained finality, my lord directs now, my lord will see page 67, 14/2/23, the last but one paragraph, my lord. Let call for original minute book, salary and attendance register, report register of KG2, school magazine as prayed for in petition number 25/1. And now, my lord, we didn't know about this.
Understand. The person who has issued this order is a new recruitee. Worst part of this is after his recruitment as under direct recruitment, after a long period, he is now in a very bad state, suffering from cancer.
Who is it now?
Mr. Upadhyay.
That boy who was here, my lord, earlier, Kamrup, no.
He was appointed after his this thing, he was appointed in Procedural.
Okay,
So after
unfortunate, my lord.
That's right. After a long
Clearing
procedure,
such an examination, my lord.
direct entry and
that
you can
too, my
understand.
lord.
Now
Oh, my good God.
it's a point of no return like thing.
Sure.
But what will you do? Will not call for the records.
Lordship.
We'll set aside this order.
Lordship.
But that is possible only when the other party appears.
Lordship, that will be. My lord, only for the time being stay, my lord.
And then we'll return the matter back to for fresh consideration.
Fresh consideration.
On the basis.
Lordship. And my lord, if my lord can, because there is an order also, if my lord staying it, my lord can give the liberty that we proceed, they can proceed with the earlier order and he'll produce all the documents, my lord, with regard to the inquiry. There is no problem in that. Or my lord will stay it. That staying is better because other party will be otherwise prejudiced, my lord. My lord will have to say page 67 and 68.
We'll make it clear. But Mr. UK Learned Senior Counsel, assisted by Mr.
A. Chakraborty.
Counsel for the petition. So you are for the management.
I am for the Malat school, my lord. And the principal has come before your lordship.
For the petitioner, principal of Emmanuel English Higher Secondary School.
Principal cum secretary.
Secretary. She is a party.
Paliapur.
By name of Paliapur.
Lakhipur, District Kasar. The respondent number 7.
Four.
An assistant teacher of the said school was terminated from service following the provisions of Assam non-government educational institutions within bracket regulations and management bracket rules 2007 framed under Assam non-government educational institutions regulation management act 2006. The respondent number 4 challenge the same before the educational tribunal. Kachar Silsar. Being misappealed within bracket ET bracket close 8/2021. In fact, since we are looking after the judicial service, that Judicial Academy for training of the judicial officers.
Gotcha.
From this year's, we have that for a purpose of giving service law teaching to these grade 1 officers.
I went, but I want two subjects, two
It
lectures.
is now it has
topics.
become, that's what it is. We found that it is necessary.
Necessary.
Otherwise, these officers are not aware of service laws.
Yes,
Normally, because there isn't come in the service
My
law.
lord, I had the fortune, my lord, they had called me for reservation, my lord, I did it, my lord. Last.
So we have, because last year calendar, it has started from the last year calendar. It is important. Otherwise,
it's required, my lord. It's
they are
required.
looking after it. Many of them are not aware.
Yes.
And things that is the difficulty.
Yes.
Anyway. Mr. Nair,
Lordship.
placed before the court that earlier, question number 4. Made a prayer directing the petitioner school to provide her with certain documents pertaining to years 1987 to 2015. That was required with regard to her suspension as well as dismissal from service from the said school. However, the tribunal, the Learned Tribunal, finding that the appellant, it's appellant or petitioner?
It would be, my lord,
4. Let it be respondent.
appellant. Respondent number 4.
Appellant.
Appellant.
Fail to place anything before the tribunal. The reason for requiring such documents, comma, by order dated 15/11/2021 First in said Miss Appeal within bracket ET bracket close date of 2021 rejected the prayer of the respondent number 4 made by her in that regard while petitioner number 80/3.
No, 88/3.
Is it 88?
88/3.
No,
Sorry, 80/3. Sorry, 80/3.
Mr. Nair and its senior counsel placed before the court that subsequent to said order on 15/11/2021, passed in petition number 80/3 that was rejected by the Educational Tribunal Kachar Silchar on such and such. The respondent number 4 again preferred a petition being 25/1 on 25/9/2022 requiring those documents and that the tribunal by order dated 14/02/2023
Petition number
allowed
immediately has,
said application of the respondent number 4 said petition with 25/1 in this appeal number 80 case number 08/2021 with regard to the records of original minute books, salary and attendance register, report register of KG-2, school magazine, etc. as paid by her in her petition number 25/1. Mr. Nair submitted that the order is at 14/02/2023 passed in Miss Appeal ET case number 08/2020 and preferred by direction number 4 amounts to a review of the order 15/11/2021 passed earlier in the same matter by the concerned tribunal. And as such, filed this petition challenging the same order. So notice returnable by 8 weeks. Mr. Sisti will appear only for 1 and
1, 2, and 3, Madam.
By Monday, corridor steps. So number 4, steps by Monday, register post until further order. The order is at 14/02/2023. First in said Miss Appeal within bracket ET bracket close case number 08/2021 by the learned Educational Tribunal such as Silchar allowing the application, the petition number 25/1 filed by the respondent number 4 on 25/09/2022 in the said Miss Appeal before the Education Tribunal shall remain suspended.
Much obliged.
Mr. Sisti, what is there? Yes, Mr. Mazumdar. This is with regard to which school?
Markula High School. A lot of basic, they have raised the issue that in violation of the rule 2016, my name has been recommended and approved by the Deputy Commissioner. But the rule says that, that the rule 16 was amended in 2017 and which empowered the Deputy Commissioner to 21 notification, Lordship. 2017 notification and 21 notification also, which empowered the Deputy Commissioner to modify the name recommended by the school inspector, to modify at his level. And for that, no approval is required from the government or the director. Lordship may peruse the page number 20 of my application. Lordship, the most important aspect of this case is the read petitioner does not have locus to file the read petition because his name was neither forwarded to the Deputy Commissioner nor it was recommended. Just headmaster proposed. But the rule says that the inspector of the school shall forward the name to the Deputy Commissioner for approval. But headmaster proposed, that is correct, but the inspector of the school considered that this person is not fit. Accordingly, he did not forward the same to the Deputy Commissioner.
Mr. Sisti, you better go through. You better go through. We are not determining the right of the. No.
Lordship, may I submit?
Just where is the order of the Deputy Commissioner? Who has been made the president? We are not saying anything at this stage. You go through and on the verification of the records, you tell us whose name was recommended, and then the inspector of school recommended whose name, and the deputy commissioner gave approval whose name, and the guardian minister given the approval of whose. Okay.
Lordship, can it be taken up on Monday, Lordship?
You want to become the president of the SMC before Bihu?
Lordship.
After Bihu. Person to be order, in this procedure. Mr. SMPC Standing Council Department of School Education have placed the records in the original regarding selection of president of the School Management and Development Committee of Markula High School in the district of Gwalpara. On the next date fixed, Mr. Sisti, Standing Council Department of School Education, on perusal of the relevant records, shall apprise the court the names of the persons recommended by the headmaster of the said high school, as well as the names forwarded by the inspector of schools, Gwalpara, and the names for the post of president and vice president of the SMC of the said SMDC of the said school forwarded by the deputy commissioner, Gwalpara, and also the names of the incumbents approved by the concerned guardian minister for the post of president and vice president of the SMDC of said Markula High School. Based on, we'll have it on 27th.
Item number 18.
Obliged, Lord.
Yes, please, the Lordship. My Lord, an affidavit is received, my Lord, just by the filed by the respondent number 3.
Oh, Mr. Gogoi appeared in this matter.
Yes, my Lord. An affidavit filed today, my Lord.
Affidavit has been filed.
Yeah, today filed, my Lord. I have been served a copy, my Lord.
Heard Mr. MJ Kadir, counsel for the petition. And Mr. B. Gogoi, Standing Counsel, Health and Family Welfare Department, Assam for the response number 5. Pursuant to the order passed earlier on 17/03/2023. An affidavit on behalf of the respondents number 1 to 5 and file today, serving a copy of the same on the counsel for the petitioner, which Mr. Kadir accepts. However, a copy of the said affidavit in opposition filed by the respondent number certified not on the case record. Okay. List on 2nd May.
My lord,
Petitioner may file reply, if any, with regard to the said affidavit of the respondent numbers 1 to 5.
my lord, stay for a shorter date. my lord.
Shorter date.
Urgency is there.
Just a minute. Okay. 20th, 20.
My lord, there are no seniors in the chief.
Okay.
You can ask me.
Assisted by Sanjay Patel. Huh?
25th.
My lord,
Possible before 20.
I know, but the only thing is, my lord, what they have given us now, we have no default, my lord.
That is good for you.
My lord, on 20th if possible, because the next one session already gone. Next session, if my lord can manage. I'm much obliged. Lord.
Yes.
Lordship, kindly have a look at last order dated 1/2/2023.
Yes.
Lordship,
Sharma. Not Mr. L.R. Mazumdar, counsel for the petition. And I was open. Extended counsel, Department of School Education. For the respondent numbers 1 and 2. Who is for SSA? And Mr. Yaswala, standing counsel SSA for the respondent number 3. And 4. Who represents the verification committee? Any idea? District level verification committee.
Lordship, it is in charge. Lordship, deputy commissioner in charge. Deputy commissioner.
Also had Mr. G. P. Government advocate Assam for this. For proper adjudication of this case. The Board of Secondary Education Assam, governing body, represented by its secretary. They imputed as party respondent number 6. Petitioner shall serve the extra copy of this petition including the annexes appended thereto. So Mr. P.C. Sutia / D.K. Roy, standing counsels for the Sabah by Monday obtaining necessary acknowledgement. Based on 27th on the receipt along with a photocopy of duplicate admit card as well as duplicate HSLC examination 1990 pass certificate issued in favor of the petitioner by SEBA on 11/9/2017. Issued on 11/9/2017. Having signature of Deputy Controller of Examinations, SEBA Guwahati 21. Now, here signature issued on such and such. White numbers 001018 and 001952 respectively. Photocopy Mr. Mazumdar, you will make a photocopy. You just make this attested the photocopies. Next, fixed. The respondent, newly implemented respondent number 7, shall apprise the court of the authenticity of the admit card and consistency pass certificate reached to the court by Mr. Mazumdar on behalf of Madam, what is the number? This is your matter?
Yes,
11.
madam.
Now just tell us, is there a very urgent matter? Because we have to do something, some works now. That's the reason.
This will not take much time. my
No,
lord.
we'll have taken a few
That's
matters.
it.
So
And
that's
another matter 17, my lord, that has been already heard, my lord. I filed the additional affidavit, only order is to pass.
My lord, in this matter, Mr. Bordhakur appears on behalf of respondent number 5, my lord. He had to go to the doctor
Time
because
being.
of some urgency, medical urgency of his doctor.
So in the morning.
My lord,
He was here in the morning.
Can we have it immediately after vacation?
Which one, my lord?
These matters. Any difficulty?
Yes, my lord.
No, Mr.
But
Bordhakur is not
17
here.
17 may be taken up. That is my lord, hearing is already over. Item 17. Your lordship.
Yes, tell us on which date we'll fix it.
Would it be convenient for the honorable court, your lordship?
No, basically, say after 25th onwards, the normal court will
Yes,
come.
25th.
Because we have immediately after Bihu
Yes,
vacation, we have
ma'am.
3 days. So,
25th.
from 25th onwards is normal procedure. So give us a date. We'll accordingly take.
25th or 27th, my lord, what to do?
We can have it on 25th, no problem. 25th?
But my lord, that
17.
item 17 is hearing has already been over.
Yes, madam.
I have filed the additional affidavit, my lord.
When? You filed it today?
That, not my lord. Then immediately that next day, my lord. That is
Yes,
on
ma'am.
16 March 2020. 16 March.
Yes, it is there.
Yes, my lord. If your lordship kindly see paragraph. Paragraph 4, my lord. That the petitioner further states that the honorable court after going through the records referred the 11 record to the
Yes, yes.
council of justice. P9 নহয়, শব্দ রাভা।
This is not the issue.
শব্দ রাভা, he called me.
Mr. Sisti has already, Mr. Sisti, you have already given the records. You have verified.
Yes, sir.
You
Sabda
along with
Rava,
Madam
Sabda
and
Rava.
SR Rava have that matter from the BTC. Verified the records and found that
Yes.
the marks on the basis of which he was given an ACR.
ACR,
one,
yes.
1 marks extra. And why 1 marks was not given to the petitioner for that thing is there. Now, on the,
That
we
is
asked
3
the
marks.
petitioner on verification of records to file an additional affidavit. That affidavit is in file. Tell Mr. Rabha that we'll take up this matter on 4th and thereafter we'll pass the order.
Can we at 2 o'clock? Fourth, I'll not be here, but I have got some person.
On 3rd,
Next week,
3rd,
tomorrow at any time, my lord. Next week, my lord, up to
tomorrow
5th,
this
6th, I'll
will
not be here.
Tomorrow this court will not be available.
So we'll have to for 10 minutes, 15 minutes before Lordships. Because
Second half.
Rabha,
is-
he has called me, my lord, he is around the court.
Okay, we'll try.
He is around the court. At 2 o'clock, my lord.
Your Honor, my lord, item 12, Lordship. Lordship, the elementary education has filed an affidavit in reply, Lordship. Today we have got the copy in the morning. We'll file a rejoinder, Your Honor.
Just item 12.
Yes, Your Honor.
Just a minute. What's your good name?
M. Burwa, Your Honor. M. Burwa, Lordship.
Heard Mr. M. Burwa, learned counsel for the petitioner. And standing counsel. Mr. Burwa submits that pursuant to the order dated 13/12/2022, the respondent elementary education department has filed its affidavit today, serving a copy upon him. And he seeks some time to file reply the affidavit of the respondent elementary education department. Where allowed, placed in the week commencing from 25th of April. In the meanwhile, the petitioner shall file its reply if any. Register to list the matter accordingly.
Oblige, Your Honor.
Which item? 2.
22.
Huh.
Maybe taken up on 3rd, my lord, because this is in regard to the 10 teachers, my lord, more than 2 years now, my lord. They have not, in spite of selection, my lord, and processing, they are not about.
Try to find out if you can get it.
On 3rd.
Item 20.
We'll have it on 3rd.
Item 20, it's a contempt matter, madam. The operative order was that only to dispose of the representation. Till now, they have not done
By
it.
whom?
By the higher education department, madam. So,
Next week, we get instruction.
let it come after 7, madam, or either from 10 to 12, any day, madam.
We'll have it on 11th. Yes, ma'am. Just a minute. Do you want to file any reply to this? Okay. Place this matter on foot for necessary order.
My please, Lordship. Item number 19, Lordship, is a contempt matter, Lordship. On last occasion, respondents were to file affidavit, Lordship.
Which department?
Secondary education, Lordship.
What was the order passed? What was
Last
the direction
order,
issued?
Direction was to, they seek time for filing the.
What was the direction issued? in the mail?
Oh, yes, Lordship. Direction was The petitioner was claiming for provincialization of his service lordship. Consider the claim petitioner. The respondent authorities will consider the claim of the petitioner for provincialization of his service as assistant teacher in so and so as per the new act as expeditiously as possible, and after considering the case of the petitioner.
Find out, we're not clear with that order. Find out whether the state level selection committee rejected his case or it is the DSC. That is whether the appeal is pending or not. Okay. Yes, Mr. Rabha, that matter came up and the petitioner has filed an affidavit. Got a copy. So other side hasn't appeared, right? The respondent, other respondent did not appear.
Private respondent
Did not
they
appear.
did not contest, did not file an affidavit also.
Shall we fix it on 10th for the order? 10th for the order, because third, fourth.
No, my
not
lord,
possible.
I have also got the very difficult
So
things.
we'll pass the order on 10th.
We will not-
We'll finish it, we'll close it, we'll pass the order.
It will not much, it will not take much time, my lord, only 10 minutes will
No,
take.
we'll pass the
Total
order. Nothing, you need not pass, make any submission. We'll pass the order. Finally. Everything.
Examine the matter at length.
Anything else to submit?
No, my lord, nothing else
That's
to
all. We have
submit.
seen what is already there.
Yes,
Only
sir.
thing we ask you to file an additional affidavit because what you have found after perusing the records, it should be in the record. So we point it out.
Tenth, my lord, I don't know, my lord, whether very, as first item, my lord, for judgment or something, my lord.
We'll pass it on the
Otherwise,
order. We'll dispose
serially-
it upon 10th.
Yes, my
Okay.
lord.
We'll see, sir.
Bihu,
The petitioner has,
vacation
yes,
is
yes.
Huh?
So file the affidavit, additional
Otherwise, I'll
affidavit in the
mention it,
matter
ma'am.
after verification of
No,
the
mention good.
original records. Also had Mr. S.R. Rava, non-extending counsel petition, placed on 10th for necessary order.
I will
Yes, Mr. You have?
My lord, item 13, my lord, the date may be kindly fixed for this matter. For item 13, a date may be kindly fixed, my lord.
13,
13, item 13. The council conflict will yesterday obtained here.
39,
13, 1-3.
1-3, that's what, what's the matter about?
My lord, the appointment of president for school development committee. Now that has not been decided over yet, and there's yet a president to be appointed in this matter. And we have been challenging the president that has been appointed by the guardian minister. Now, my lord, the records have to be examined in this matter.
See, full I will need to source.
We are challenging the appointment of respondent section.
Mr. Sisti, this is again the SMDC, you know.
Yes, I have already that record for located. I have already found that I will get it located.
Give us a date when it is possible.
Even after the petition located.
25th?
Yes. I'll do it.
On instruction. Mr. SMT Sister Standing Council Department of School Education submitted. The relevant record will be placed immediately after ensuing BU vacation. Is the matter on 25th of April. Yes.
Lordship, in item number 21, my senior late, she was not feeling well. Date may be fixed, Lordship.
Matter pertains to her.
Matter pertains to provincialization of service of science teacher, Lordship.
Okay. Let us have it on 10th.
10th of April, much of that.
We'll just be back for the passing that orders on it. Okay. We may be a little late. We'll be going to the bar. You have submitted 2 decisions. Madam has also submitted 2 decisions and also the decision of the Maharashtra Mumbai High Court. We have considered the details with regard to the JLV scheme, particularly with the exam. You have raised the issue that clause 4.7 is ultra virus, and the clients of the petitioner of Mr. Mazumdar wants to take the advantage of 4.1. But if you read the entire scheme, that indicates something different. Say, for example, in a Mazumdar's client, petitioner number 7, if I'm not wrong, I think petition number 7 only. He has obtained all the certificates, whatever is required under clause 4.1 from West Karbi Anglong district. Whereas the other petitioners are from, they are saying from Karbi Anglong. All the places are Karbi Anglong, though they are resident of Huzai. I'm telling this for him.
Yes,
and then if you read 4.1, it doesn't go, because otherwise, if you read 4.1, then it will be Nagaon, not Karbi Anglong.
Correct.
Got
That
it?
was our contention in the
That
first
is the
place.
thing. If you read 4.1 as a whole, it cannot be
Isolated.
Karbi Anglong. It has to be read together, and that will be Nagaon, not Huzai, not Karbi Anglong.
Not Karbi.
And even if
They could have asked for Hojai.
this is West Karbi Anglong,
Yes.
not even Karbi Anglong. West Karbi Anglong and Karbi Anglong separated in year 2016. Now, all these documents of the other petitioners I'm talking about, except the petitioner number 7, given by Karbi Anglong authorities, all are under Difu, Karoni and all these places. This is within the wing of Karbi Anglong. Whereas only the petitioner number 7, whose documents are from West Karbi Anglong. That is a different part altogether. And Hozai is in between both the Karbi Anglongs, right? West Karbi Anglong or Karbi Anglong. But in 4.1, who is harping on it? It clause goes to Nagaon. Right? Now, with regard to you, there is a judgment of the apex court. Where and on what conditions, though Madam has placed a judgment, leaving aside that, the first judgment, where to entertain and not to entertain, with the claim. That one issue, you will get it also in the judgment by which the 2011 Act was declared ultra virus by Justice H. Roy. If you read that judgment entire, why that particular 2000, because challenges was into certain conditions. And in that particular ground, you will realize, if you read the entire judgment, you will see why that particular act has been made ultra virus. Right? Discussions were there. If you read the entire judgment, you will see why. The grounds are there. Now, though you have issued the clause 4.7, right? In the 4.7, with regard to the entire scheme, those clause doesn't fit in. The judgment, original judgment of the apex court, if you read the H. Roy judgment, with regard to, these are the latest decisions where you can incorporate, but doesn't fit in with regard to the entire scheme. Scheme is very specific. They are giving preference to somebody. It doesn't mean that you will not get a preference, but the conditions laid down in the scheme and challenging the ground on the basis of an ultra virus, something extra is required. Something extra is required. You have said that because in other exams, whether it's a medical admission test or other service exams, gets an opportunity. And why this opportunity is not available here? You have raised that ground, but something extra, which the apex court has laid down, that we found absent in your petitions. But 2-3 petitioners are from different districts. For them, it is different. We will not come to that. But other as a whole, this Bhumika Das and Elias Ahmed, Dhubri and Bongaigaon, talking about, we found that the petitions. Okay. So, accepting that petitioner number 7. Got it? No, that is the reason we have given the explanation. These are the things I have explained, what I have written in the judgment. These are the things we have said. Want to add something on it?
Yes. In my case, one case, Bhumika Das, there is one petitioner from different districts, as Lordship has indicated.
No. Different districts, we found that only one.
Yes, only one.
That is the last petitioner, petition number 11. He's from
Yes.
Right. So that is a different case. But the claim is 4.7 in your petition.
Right.
So 4.7 to be an ultra virus, we cannot read as a whole. It has to read from 4.1 to 4.7.
Yes.
Then as a whole, why 4.7 is there? You don't know. Individually, you cannot make it a stand as a whole alone. You have to read from 4.1 and all.
But we have specifically, my lord, about my lord, identical person like us have been given.
That issue also,
Yes. Very specific.
Forgetting about whatever they have stated in the
Yes,
written
yes.
session, we are not on that. The difficulty is the apex code has said you can allege always. As you know, malafide can be claimed,
Yes,
but malafide has to be specific.
Specific.
Some materials has to be
Exactly.
there.
Nothing on
Here,
record.
Yes.
things is that the apex code has said in such circumstances, unless the materials are placed before the court, not to consider. Otherwise, we have given 13 names.
Yes.
And all have been considered in the Bongaigaon.
Yes.
So why? Due to non-availability of the materials, even if you allege, forget the making of the parties. Even you have not made them a parties, the court would have made them a party. But those materials, you have alleged. But no, that particular material before the court it was not there. Like this particular admission, this is the roll number studying in this place. Minimum, it was not there.
But I records with my friends, my lord.
No, it is not there because whatever is there, records things are not the thing. The petitioners, what we understand that these are all minor children and they should get the best of the best opportunity. And they have successfully passed the selection test. Whether they should be deprived or not to deprive. That is the main issue before my, I was thinking in that line.
Yes.
Whether to be considered because they have passed, they have the eligibility, they have passed the exam. Whether now at this stage, where should be they thrown out or that because these seats are already blocked.
Yes.
At that stage, whether they can be considered or not. But what happens, we have to stick on the, though our heart says yes, but our things are while pronouncing a judgment or pronouncing an order, we have to stick in the legality. That is the difficulty. We felt it when writing the judgment, we see.
Said that the first day itself, we have no issue about, it's not a controversial litigation for us. Any child who gets admission is getting admission. But
even if we say, otherwise, had that judgment of Mumbai High Court not been there, the orders would have been different.
And upheld by the apex court also.
That is the
top.
Only the issues that are that last moment in November, the apex court has dismissed that assent. Same petitioners from Mumbai High Court, same scheme, brought on and challenge. But the things were a little different. But even then, that scheme was upheld. Once the apex courts upheld that scheme, but we have not discussed that issue much. Okay. The only thing I was looking for is any loophole on the part of these ANVs so that we can accommodate these children who have passed.
In fact, because of the fact that they had made that allegation against those 13 students, we did a re-exercise.
Basically what
we did a
happens.
re-exercise also. I'm just
These are students. They have exercised. They have done their testing. They have got selection. They will have their in mind to take the opportunity of this kind of educational institutes. But I personally, as a human being, will feel sorry. But sitting in this chair, it is difficult sometimes. Okay. Accepting that 7 of your petition. Okay. Thank you.
Deeply obliged.